Hello everybody. So I'm just going to do a quick video for you guys. I've been chatting to my sister who has been struggling a little bit with hip pain recently. So some of the videos I put together are probably going to be a little bit intense for her. So I thought I would put together something that is a bit more gentle. About a 20-minute, half hour that you can maybe do each morning just to ease off the body with a bit of breathing at the start. Then I'm going to work through the Sun Salutations. My thinking behind that is they're really good for building strength, and they're also a great way of kind of working the whole body. It's a nice warm up. So we're going to work through the Sun Salutations and then we'll finish off with a lovely relaxation. So to start this morning or this afternoon or wherever you guys are doing it, I'm so used to doing a class where you're like, and this morning, excuse me, sorry. We're going to come into Baddha Konasana. So you can either do this sitting up or you could grab like a bolster and do it lying back over your bolster or lying down if you would prefer. So for this you're going to need 2 cushions just to support your legs, unless of course your hips are really open, then you might not need the cushions. So we're going to take the soles of the feet together. Now if your hips are super tight and you're finding your knees are way up here, bring the feet out a little longer away from you. But we want to make sure the back's nice and tall and we've got length through the crown of the head. Obviously if we're lying down we don't need to worry about that so much. And you're going to grab your cushions and you're just going to stick them at the top of your thighs here. And what that's doing is it's supporting the legs so that we're in a very supported stretch. This is a bit of a yin stretch, which is really nice for kind of easing into the muscles without too much pressure on them. And actually what happens is because the muscles are relaxed while they stretch, they usually stretch a little bit further than a more active stretch where they're kind of holding themselves there. So that's the theory behind how the yin works. So we're sitting in our Baddha Konasana or we're lying down in it, or we can even be with our back against the wall. Some people find if they're sitting for too long their back starts to get a little bit niggly. That used to happen when I started my yoga, and the wall's just really good as a bit of a support. We're going to let everything soften down, really release the legs, let them take the weight onto the cushions. The hands can kind of sit on the knees or down the legs, see what works best for you. Shoulders relaxed. Give the head a little yes, no nod from side to side, just easing off the neck. You can either have the eyes closed or the gaze down and soft towards the floor. Have a little think about the jaw. Is there any tension? Can we let the teeth fall apart, the tongue fall away from the top of the mouth? Soften the eyes and the forehead. Just really releasing into it. And then we're going to bring our attention to our breath. We're going to work through kind of double breath here. We're going to inhale for the count of 3, but then exhale with a longer exhale for the count of 6. It's during our exhale that our body goes into that lovely rest and digest phase, which is where our body heals and works its best optimum kind of level. That's where we want to be as much as we can. So let's take a nice long inhale, fill in the belly for 3. Then exhale slow and long for 6. Inhale, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, the belly rises, and exhale, the belly falls. Inhale, it rises, and exhale, it falls. You can carry on with your count of 3 and 6, or maybe you want to make your breath a little longer and you might go for 4 and 8. Just working at the right level for you that feels good. You're not losing breath, you're not feeling out of breath. Counting those breaths long and steady in your head. Let's do 3 more rounds of these double breaths. And as you inhale, imagine instead of the air coming into your nostrils, imagine it coming into the back of your throat. Slightly closing over that throat, and then exhale the same way out of the back of the throat, and you'll hear the breath a little bit deeper, a little bit more audible. This is our lovely deep Ujjayi breath. Helps us tune in and connect with the breath. One more round. Lovely. Open the eyes. Using hands just to help the knees back together. Might be a little bit stiff. Pop your cushions to the side. And if you've got a bolster that you've been lying on, take that to the side. Bring the legs out long and the arms behind, and just give the knees a little shake. A little rock from side to side. Then bringing the heels a little bit closer to us. We've got our hands just a bit wider than the hips, supporting us at the back. I'm going to let the knees rock from side to side. This is just starting to wake up into the hips. Really gentle. We can actually just do little tiny rocks to begin with and then gradually get bigger. So anything in yoga that's feeling particularly tight or stiff for you, start small and then get bigger. You might want to start lifting the hip off, coming right over. This is bringing a bit of motion into the spine as well. Then coming back to the middle, we're going to work on a kind of froggy leg. So you're going to lift the right foot, bring the knee towards the chest, take it out to the side and then round. Like when you're doing breaststroke swimming. And again, like I just said, if this feels too much, if this is too deep coming out this wide, just do a tiny little motion. What we're aiming to do here is bring a bit of motion into this hip joint here. And often if we have tightness here, it can be to do with inflammation. Maybe we've got some sort of condition like an autoimmune that brings inflammation into the body that often causes tightness. Go the opposite way now, so we're bringing the knee in towards the other leg first. And this movement just helps to bring in a little bit of flexibility to the joint. Bringing it back to the middle. Lovely, give it a little shake. Same on the other side, the knees coming up towards the chest, out to the side, then we're extending the leg. I get nice cracks off my knees, don't know about anybody else, maybe you're getting cracky hips. The idea is that the movement starts to bring a bit of fluid into the joints, helping to lubricate them so they're feeling a bit less crunchy. And we'll go the other way. Then bringing ourselves back to the middle. Let's take the knee rock again. This time we're going to let the knees fall over to the right side. We're going to push into the right hand, lifting the chest up and taking a little twist. So the arms coming round from behind. We're twisting round, looking over the shoulder for a nice twist in the spine. Making ourselves nice and tall through the crown of the head. And just turning as far as feels good. I mean, you might just be turning this much, and that's still great. Breathing deep. It's always a little bit harder when we're taking the twist. One more breath here. Release back round. Let's do the same on the other side. So the knees come over to the other side. We lift through the crown, taking the twist. Coming back to centre. Onto our tabletop position now. So scoop the knees round, making sure we've got wrists underneath shoulders, knees under hips. Working through a few cat-cows, like the belly drop, the head comes up into our cow. You might like to bend the elbows, you'll feel a little bit more into the spine. Take a bit of a rock, feels lovely. Then push the hands away, arch into the back, tilt the pelvis forward. Moving in and out of this with the breath. Inhale up, exhale round. Inhale, the head comes up, the belly drops, we tilt the pelvis up. Exhale, we tilt the pelvis forward, head comes down, arching in. Moving with the breath, bring a little bit of movement into that spine. Make sure we're not slouching into the shoulders, so we're pushing the ground away as we come up. 2 more of these. And we're going to lower the hips back, taking the knees as wide as the mat for a nice wide knee child pose. Letting the arms come forward, the chest sink down. Now for some of us, we might have a bit of space between the heels and the hips. And if that's the case, grab a little cushion and pop it between the space, and it just makes this posture a lot more comfortable. This should be a nice resting posture. It shouldn't feel uncomfortable. If it's feeling too deep into the hips, just bring them a little bit closer together. My cushion's falling down the gap. You're probably better with a slightly bigger cushion for doing this. Rest the head onto the mat, let the chest sink down. Rock the head from side to side to give your forehead a little massage. And just release into it. This is a lovely place to really hear our breath against the mat. So engage with the breath, nice and long and deep. Lovely. Now we're going to slowly bring the body up. Pop our cushion to the side. We're going to plant the hands, curl the toes at the back, and then we're just going to walk the feet up towards the hands. Really nice soft bent knees. Let's take a hang over the legs here in a lovely deep forward fold. Take the elbows, bend into the knees really deeply. Let the head be heavy like our ragdoll. And just take a rock from side to side. Working into the legs, releasing off the lower back. The tighter the lower back, the more you want to bend the knees. Now bring the hands onto the front of the legs and slowly roll yourself up. We're going to work through our Sun Salutation A to begin with. So we're going to do 5 of these, and then we're going to do 3 of Sun Salutation. Sorry, I'm losing my teeth there. B. So let everything settle. Roll the shoulders back. Starting in Samastitihi. Nice, strong, tall posture. Inhale, we sweep the arms up. Exhale, we fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back. Option here to drop the knees if we want to. Lower the chest down, nice and slow, Chaturanga. Scoop forward and up. We're either coming into Cobra, or if we want a bit of a deeper stretch, up into our upward facing dog. Curl the toes, take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. 5 long breaths here. Really spread the fingers, push into the hands. Fingertips should be going white and we should push in the palms down. Shoulders are rolling away from the ears. Feet are hip distance apart and we're gazing through the legs up towards the belly button. Neck is relaxed. One more inhale. Take a bend into the knees. Step, hop or jump up towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale down through heart center. That's one Sun Salutation A. Let's work through it again. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Option to drop the knees. Scoop forward and up. Curl the toes, down dog. 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 3, 4, 5. Bend into the knees, step, hop or jump up. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, down. Number 3, inhale. Up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, lower down. Scoop forward. Hips up and back. 5 breaths. Now remember, it's your version. You can drop the knees in the chaturanga. You can just come up into the cobra instead of the full up dog. You might even lower the knees when you come into downward facing dog for a little while and take a rest each time. You need to work at your own pace and slowly work your way up. 2 more breaths here. Push into the hands, let the hips sink back. We can bend into the knees if it feels like the back's straighter. After your last inhale, take the gaze up towards the hands. Soften into knees, step, hop or jump up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, down through heart center. Number 4, inhale. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Big long deep breaths, holding the belly button in if we can. Soften the knees, step, hop or jump. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale through heart center. Last one of Sun Salutation A. Inhale up. And fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. 5 breaths. If we're starting to feel like we're getting too tired, lower the knees. Take a rest in child's pose. You're doing really well. We're almost there. Push into those hands. Roll the shoulders away. We don't want the arms up around the ears. We want the shoulders rolled away. 2 more breaths. Take a bend in the knees, step or hop jump. Halfway lift, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Let everything settle down. Grab a wee drink if you need one. I'm going to do 3 Sun Salutation B's and then we're going to relax. Coming into our chair posture, inhale, sink the hips, arms come forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, work through your version. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. This time the difference in Sun Salutation B is we're going to raise the right leg and then step it up towards the right hand. Twist the back foot so the back heel's coming down. Push into the front foot, raise up into a warrior one. Now usually we do that all in one breath. That's a bit much to begin with. So let's just settle here, take a breath. Exhale. Work through your chaturanga, drop the knees if we need to, scoop forward and up. Downward facing dog. Left hand side, raise the left leg, step up and through. Lower the back heel, inhale up, warrior one. And exhale. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. 5 breaths here. Lower the knees to child's pose if we want to. This is meant to start to warm us up, so we should start to feel a little bit hot and a little bit out of breath, and that's good. We're building our energy and we're building our strength. 2 more breaths. Soften to the knees, hop up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lower the hips coming into our chair. Exhale, back to Samastiti. 2 more to go, we're doing really good. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Halfway. Chaturanga, lower down, your version. Scoop forward and up. Downward dog. Step the right foot through, drop the back heel. Warrior one. Chaturanga. Forward and up. Downward dog. Left hand side, warrior one. Drop the back heel. Chaturanga. Scoop forward. Up dog. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Lower into child's pose for a rest if we need to. Only 1 more round to go. Long deep breaths. Head's nice and loose. Bend into the knees, step, hop or jump. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, lower the hips. Exhale, Samastiti. Last time. Keep going, you're doing really well. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Raise the right foot, step it forward. Push forward and up. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana A. Plant the hands, work through your chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Drop that back heel, step the left foot through. Bring yourself up, Virabhadrasana A, warrior one. Bring the hands back down. Last chaturanga. Scoot forward and up. Downward dog. 5 breaths here. Remembering we can take our child's pose. Soften into these, step, hop or jump. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair posture. Exhale, Samastitihi. Well done. Roll the shoulders back. Stand nice and tall. Take the hands wide and the palms forward. Lift the chin, gaze up towards the ceiling. Close the eyes over. Take 3 of your deepest breaths. Slow the heart rate down. One last super long breath. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Bend into the knees. Bring the knees down. Scoop round and slowly make your way down to a really relaxing lying position. So, you may want to lie on your back with the legs out long. You might want to grab either a cushion or a bolster, pop them underneath your knees. You might get a wee cushion under your head. Grab a blanket if you want it. Or maybe you've got the knees bent up and falling against each other, or you might like lying out flat. See what works for you. My lower back's a bit niggly, so I like to have something under my knees. And just let everything soften into the mat. This is our Shavasana, the posture where our body processes everything it's just done. It's one of the best postures, but it only feels so good because we've just done all that work. Never miss out your Shavasana. It's the most important posture of them all. Let the shoulders drop down, give them a little wriggle away. Fingers and toes are relaxed. Eyes are soft. We're going to work our way through a nice body scan. Starting with the feet. How are your feet feeling today? Maybe you want to give your toes a little wiggle. Are they relaxed? Is there any tension in the toes or the feet? Now bring your focus to your ankles and up the calves, to the knees and the thighs. Think about how the legs are feeling today. No judgment, just observing how the body feels. This is a great way to tune in with our body, take our focus out of the head, which is always busy, and into the body. How about the hips? How are the hips feeling? Right up to the chest and the shoulders. Down the arms, across the face. And how's your scalp feeling today? We're just going to lie here for the next minute or so, being with ourselves, giving ourselves permission to switch off, slow down, and relax. You deserve it. After all that hard work you've put into yourself. Long, deep breaths. Now we're going to come on to our side. Just take a couple of breaths there. Let everything settle down. Then slowly bring yourself up to sitting. Take your time, no rush. And we'll finish off with a nice long deep breath. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Big sigh out. Take a moment to thank yourself for giving this time to you and your body to connect. Think about how you feel after your yoga practice. Namaste, everybody. Thanks so much. I hope you have a lovely day.